Hey guys, in today's video, we'll be going over how to install the glass channel in our view series when you have a swing door. The glass channel is a gasket that installs into the view track and the view wall start. There are two different profiles of the glass channel. There's the view track profile and the view wall start profile. On the wall start profile, there is wall start printed on the side of the glass channel so you know where it belongs. On the bottom side of the glass channel is double-sided tape. When we install the glass channel, we'll remove the backer from the double-sided tape to stick it into the framing. This will help lock it into place. We'll start with our glass channel going into the view track attached to the ceiling. To measure for the glass channel, measure from wall start to wall start and add 1 3/4 inches. This measurement will allow the glass channel to go into the wall start on each side of the opening. Before installing the glass channel into the view track, we'll need to notch out the locations of the attaching screws within the view track. This will allow the glass channel to go all the way into the view track. There are two different ways to do this. You can either measure each screw location off of a wall start, or the way I'm going to show you is I'm going to mark the view track at the attaching screw locations, place the glass channel upside down into the view track, mark the bottom of the glass channel with the marks on the view track, and then notch out the glass channel for the attaching screw locations. Now the size of the notch doesn't really matter because it's going to be inside of the view track. We just want to make sure we avoid those attaching screw locations so the glass channel can adhere to the inside of the view track. Before installing the glass channel, make sure the notches are in the correct location. Once determined, remove the backing tape from the glass channel and place it into the view track. As a reminder, we'll be in the wall start on each end of the opening. Once in place, take a pencil or a longer object and place it into the glass channel to adhere the backing tape to the inside of the view track. To measure for the glass channel going into the view track on the floor, measure from wall start to wall start and add 1 3/4 inches. Again, this will allow the glass channel to go into the wall start on each end of the opening. For the glass channel going into the view track on the floor, there's no need to notch the glass channel because there's no attaching screws within the view track. Therefore, all we need to do is remove the backing tape from the glass channel and place it into the view track. Once in place, take your pencil or longer object and adhere the glass channel to the inside of the view track. With the glass channel installed into the view track on the floor and the ceiling, we can now measure for our glass channel going into the wall starts on each side of the opening. As a reminder, make sure to use the wall start profile for the wall starts. To measure for the glass channel, we're going to measure from track to track. Prior to installing the glass channel into the view wall start, we'll need to notch out the attaching screw locations similar to what we did for the glass channel going into the ceiling track. To do this, we can use the same two techniques. Along with the notches for the attaching screw locations, you may also need to notch the top and or bottom of the glass channel if you have UL brackets installed. When the glass channel is installed, we want a nice flush finish with the face of the wall start. With the notches made, remove the backing tape and place the glass channel into the wall start. Once in place, take your pencil or longer object and run it into the center of the glass channel, adhering it to the inside of the wall start. With the glass channel installed on this side of the opening, you can go through and repeat the same process for the remaining wall starts. With the glass channel installed, we can now install our shims needed for the fixed panes of glass. The shims are 3/4 inch tall by 1/2 inch thick. The shims will only go into the view track one way. We'll need to use 2 shims per fixed pane of glass. With the lengths of the shims, we'll actually go ahead and cut them in half for installation. Now for this situation, we're only going to install shims in the floor track. To install the shims, place a shim on top of the glass channel in the view track. Take a flat bar and press a shim to the inside of the view track. Repeat this process for the shims that you need. With the shims installed, the installation of the glass channel and our view series when you have a swing door is complete. If you have any questions, please contact our office.